yet again at laying the any unquoted in the correct score 2 market. Some of you who are regular visitors to the trainingfootball.eu playlist would have seen a previous video a couple of weeks ago, Burnley against Chelsea I should say, where we used a very similar strategy, and in this game it's Parma against Milan. And what I've done is to lay AUQ in the correct score 2 away market and the same in the correct score 2 home market. I didn't know which side were going to score goals, but I was pretty certain there were going to be goals. And in addition, I backed the over 3.5 for £12, and I backed in the correct score market 1-1, 0-3, 0-2 and 2-all. And in the 25th minute Milan scored, which is good news, and the first thing I want to do is check to see if there's been any movement on the any unquoted price. You can see there where my liability is £8. Remember, I'd laid this for £200 pre-match. Okay, was it possible maybe to get some kind of purchase on laying 0-2 and 0-3? Certainly the odds would have dropped slightly. However, before I was able to even really do anything about that, Parma equalised 4 minutes later, which again is not such a bad thing. We've got £81 green on 1-1, £36 green on 2-2, and remember we have the £40 green on the over 3.5. And after that second goal went in, I just checked the over 3.5 market, and there we can see £15.90 could be my sort of cash out figure if I wanted to hedge that market for green. With only 26 minutes gone, I thought I'll just leave it and see how we go. So rather, instead of actually laying or hedging for green the over 3.5, I decided to back 3-1, 1-3 and 3-3. So there we can see I've got £116 green on 3-3, £27 green on 1-3, just waiting for the 3-1 to get matched. There we go. I've got £15 green on the 3-1. Again, just to remind you, I've still got that £40 potential green on the over 3.5. So as it stands, 1-1, now reduced down to £69 green on that. It's not looking too bad. And in the 29th minute, AC Milan score again to lead 2-1. Now this is clearly one of the danger scores. I don't want it to remain 2-1 here. So back to the over under 3.5, and there's a possible £29 hedge green there. But I also want to look now at my biggest potential profit, and that is the correct score 2 away market, where I had laid any unquoted at 1.04 for £200 pre-match. So I'm thinking, well, I'm certainly going to try to get some reduction on that and maybe take some kind of evasive action on that particular market by reducing the £200 green. So I asked for a price of 1.6, which wasn't taken. Perhaps luckily it wasn't, because just before half time, on the stroke of half time, Milan scored another to lead 3-1. Now this should really bring into play the correct score 2 market now, and you can see that I'm asking for 2.6. When it was 2-1 I asked for 1.6, that wasn't taken, so I'm asking now for 2.6, and it probably doesn't look as if I'm going to be matched here either. And I'm backing this for £50. As you can see, that will reduce the 200 on the rest down to 150 and give me £72 on any unquoted. So that's £72 on any unquoted would certainly take care of all the other liabilities I've got. By now, of course, we've already won £40 on the over 3.5 market. So we shouldn't really be in a losing position here. The question is how to maximise the profit as best as I can. And I really want to use this £200 as much as I can to help me in that objective. The problem I'm having, of course, is actually getting matched. And I didn't really want to take, you can see the 1.54 figure there. That just didn't really appeal to me, at that point in time. So I was going to let it run. It went to half time. So I tried a different kind of approach, and this was simply by laying 1-4 and 2-4. As you can see, I've got most of the 1-4 scoreline matched, where I laid for £25. The 2-4, that wasn't so successful, so I forgot that. And just after this sort of half time, about sort of 55 minutes, Palmer scored to make it 2-3. Now we're really rocking in Serie B tonight, aren't we? This is a Monday night fixture, by the way, 15th of September. So now I've got this £224 green on the 2-4 scoreline. So a simple matter of trying to lay that. So I asked for 4.2. Failing that, I thought about laying the 3-3. I've got £113 here. And remember that any score with 3 in it, i.e. 3-4, 3-5, 4 all, that would make the correct score to away market dead. I wouldn't win. So the 3-3 lay was something I kind of toyed with. I decided again not to do it because that would be my get out sort of card in case those other scorelines I just mentioned, 3-4, 4 all, came into play. So I really had to sort of stick with laying the 2-4 scoreline. Okay, I raised my offer up to 5.1 for £20. So that would take around about £82 reduction off that 224, so it's still looking not so bad. And suspended again. It's obviously a very, very lively game. And not the best of news. AC Milan got a red card. Now it's not going to sort of affect the trade in the sense I'm going to lose anything, but it really sort of seriously damage any possible sort of maximising of the where it's all lying on the correct score to away. I've got that sort of 200 odd pounds there on most of the other scores, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6 for example. So the 2-4 scoreline, that I'm hoping I would have got laid. We're going to have to see if that happened or not. So in the meantime, because of that red card, the market therefore expects Palmer to equalise, and the 3-3 odds have come crashing in to 3.7, which makes it far more attractive at that price to lay. So I laid it for £15 at 3.7 and suspended again, and remarkably AC Milan with 10 men actually score a fourth. Now I can lay the 2-4 scoreline, and now we can see some odds here: 2.02 to back, 3.25 to lay. I'm going to be considering laying that at around about 2.1. And as I mentioned, the scorelines that weren't going to help me, 3-4, 4 all, now these are the only other two, 3-5 even, 4-5 perhaps, they weren't going to help. So I looked at the under over 7.5 goal market. So basically, I need another 2 goals here, and it's only 68 minutes gone. So I kind of had a quick look at that, and I thought, well, maybe that's being a little bit too greedy. So I played a tad safer and decided simply to lay the under 6.5 goals, which is basically one more goal required. And the price on the under 6.5 is in fact exactly the same as the odds on the 2-4 scoreline in the correct score 2 market. But I was having a bit of trouble kind of getting matched at the right odds in that particular market, and there's far more liquidity and volume of money in the under over 6.5, so I laid that for £100. Now here, with the red card, Milan leading 4-2, 20 minutes to go, I thought, okay, I'll have a little tickle on the match odds market. So I put in a lay at 1.1 for £100, and I decided, for no sort of good reason, just to drop it by a tick to 1.09. And as soon as I did that, the actual odds and the market sort of just settled down just a little bit, and they went back out to 1.1, 1.11. Okay, give me sort of 3 or 4 minutes, I'm sure that'll get matched. Will it? No, it won't. Another goal was scored, and this time by Parma, and it went to 3-4. So I lost that particular opportunity on the match odds market by laying at 1.09, and here I'm just giving an example of what I could have achieved. Remember, I tried to lay at 1.09. If I'd taken 1.1, I would have got matched. And now, with Parma having scored the third goal, Milan's price went out to 1.49, and I could have got a hedge profit of £25, all in the space of 3 or 4 minutes. But I was just that kind of touch too greedy and left my lay-in at 1.09, which wasn't matched, and Parma went on to score their third goal. Well, there were more goals to be scored indeed after that, and the game ended 5-4 to Milan, and the trade ended with £121 profit overall, which was about actually £4 less than that, because that was some other game, Man United QPR. Good. Well, thanks for watching.